Hey everybody, welcome to Life in Cursive,
Hey, I'm Tamisha,
and I'm Lancer.
and this is Biscuit.
Yeah, Biscuit used to be the same color as Doe, so we called her
Yeah.
Biscuit. She looked like a little biscuit, or he or she,
Yeah, we don't know
but
yet. But
looked
he's
like a
10
little
weeks.
biscuit.
He's 10 weeks. We're going to let it go. All right.
Yeah.
Well, again, welcome. We just wanted to do a short video to let you guys know, like, why we started raising chickens and how we are now, raising chickens and our two livestock dogs, Prim and Proper, together. They're all 10 weeks. So, why did we start raising chickens?
We started raising chickens because a little after COVID started, doing our business, we noticed that people were preparing for something, which we a little later found out that it was, hearsay that there was a shortage of meat. A lot of these companies had to get rid of all their meat, and a lot of farmers had to kill their animals and so forth, their livestock. And so upon making food deliveries and so forth in rural areas, we just noticed everybody preparing, whether they was either starting gardens or just buying up all the chickens
Right.
everywhere.
And when you notice a lot of people doing it, your eyebrows should raise, your ears should perk up, your eyes should get big because you're like, okay, I'm missing something because, what am I missing? So
Right. So we got on our hunt to find chickens, and at first we couldn't find.
right, we're in the country.
Yeah, we're in the
we couldn't
country, and
find
we
chickens.
couldn't find any chickens. Chicken farms stopped selling They closed, and we couldn't find any. Even going to like Tractor Supply and so
Right,
forth.
putting it out on Facebook.
Yeah.
Like nobody was selling their chickens. Nobody
Right.
had chickens for sale.
For a little while, Tractor Supply were behind weeks,
Right.
or the chickens that
Soon
would
as
come
they would
in,
get chickens
they was
come
already
in,
gone. You
Yep.
know. So we had to make some phone calls and so forth, and
we got really serious one day.
Yeah.
One day we got really serious. I said, we're going to find some chickens today. Lancer got on the phone with his mom and a few other people. We put it back out on Facebook. And within a few hours, his mom called back and she was like, oh, well, I found at least 4 chickens. Or maybe she just said I found some chickens.
She found some chickens, and we just
we
went and got 4.
immediately went over there. And the guy sold us 4 of his chickens, and it was just a blessing because, from then on, people even was still calling us weeks later, like, hey,
Yeah.
Do you need some more chickens? Because I found some chickens, or, stuff like that. So we got the 4 from him. We didn't know whether they were roosters or hens. So,
And the guy really didn't want to sell them.
right, but hey, that's another story.
Yeah.
So then from there, the next week, we there was a farm that reached out to us on one of the Facebook posts that we posted in the town next to us, and he said that he had chickens for sale, and we would, I think it was like maybe a Tuesday, Wednesday, and he said they would be available on Friday. So we went to his farm and picked up 7 more. So that made us have a flock of 11. During the early weeks of their, them being born, we kept them in their brooders. We had 2 separate ones, one for the 4 and then another one for the 7.
Yeah, we wanted to keep them separated so they, we didn't know if they had diseases or
Right.
anything, so we didn't want to spread something to other chickens.
Right, exactly. Just keeping them separate. We were just, again, we knew to this, so we wanted to make sure that we were
Right.
doing everything as right as possible that we knew. And that was a feat within itself because we are 2 full-time entrepreneurs, and we were also clearing land at that time too. So having to come home each night, change. I'm here in Hawks. I just want to make sure we got the chickens out free ranging now. So
Right.
just want to make sure they're good. But to having to come home and like change out their brooders every night, all the the wood chips and stuff we had in there. Clean out their feeding bowls and their water bowls because they will
Boo-boo everywhere.
So the one thing about chicks you should know before you get started is they're going to eat and they're going to boo-boo and they're going to sleep. That's all the chicks are going to do.
Yeah.
So, So fast forward a few weeks later, we started researching what guardian dogs we should get, what homestead dogs we should get to guard our livestock. And we had started seeing the Great Pyrenees breed from our customers. We have customers that have them. Lancer has a friend that has one. We just started seeing them more than we've ever seen them before. Like, I
Right.
had never seen them up until this year. And so we started researching them, and a lot of people had a lot of great things to say about Great Pyrenees and how they do so well at guarding their livestock. They're
Right.
huge breeds. Like, you should look them up. They're huge dogs. But they're very gentle and friendly. And the one thing that,
And they're very protective.
very, very
They're
protective.
very protective.
And one thing is, so they're protective. They will try to warn you and get you away
Yeah,
with their
they'll try to
loud
scare
bark,
you and so forth first.
with their bark.
And they bark. Their bite is the last thing they do.
But they do it.
But you don't want to get bit by them because they have more biting pressure than way stronger than pit bulls.
Wow. Yep.
But they're just so, their temperaments are everything, and they can work by themselves. Like, they don't really need as much human interaction. We have two, and Proper, who you will see in a little bit. We have our Great Pyrenees are Prim and Proper,
Right.
and Proper is more people friendly. Both of them are friendly, but Proper is more
This is
people
Prim.
people friendly. This is Prim right here.
Come here.
And Proper is gonna jump up all on you, like,
Yeah, Proper's the one that's definitely more social.
yeah.
Yeah. So they're 10 weeks now. You can see they're huge. I mean,
Yeah.
they're huge to be 10 weeks.
They're gonna get just way bigger,
Okay.
But they pretty much, Prim, they roam. Prim, she is the roamer.
Right.
Both of them like to roam, but Prim is going to go first. Prim, when you call Prim, she's not coming. Proper, when you call her, she'll come.
She'll acknowledge the fact that
She'll
you call
she'll
her.
acknowledge that you call her. Prim is just the breeds. It's not that they're just stubborn and so, which they are stubborn, but they're very independent. They're an independent breed. They're one of the oldest dog breeds. Saint Bernards and other dogs actually come from these dogs,
Right.
and but they're used to working along
Even
with
now
livestock.
we see, again, the chickens and the dogs are 10 weeks. We just started this week letting the chicken free range. So
yep.
we'll just open up the coop. They'll go out and they like to scratch around on the ground and find insects and stuff to eat. They actually just started eating leaves off the trees. But when they get out to a certain point, Prim and Proper will go and like round them up and get them back into like a safe area. Like, it's just, they know to kind of keep them in a certain distance of the coop, which is so cool.
Yeah.
It's just really cool to see. So yeah, so if you have any questions about how we're raising them, again, like with us, we just put them all in together. When we got the coop built, everybody, that first night that it was complete, we put them all in there.
Yeah.
Came to check on them the next day.
But we
and
are
that was it.
extra too, though, because when we was raising them and when they were inside, we played
Oh yeah.
pet, calming, soothing,
Meditation
binaural
music,
beats
yeah.
and meditation music for them. We bought them alkaline water.
Right.
We put apple cider vinegar in their water. We just try to do the things to make sure that they're as healthy as possible.
we have to eat the eggs.
Yeah, exactly. So we got them for eggs and so forth, and we have 10 right now. We had 11.
Yeah.
But looking at different people on YouTube, we saw, people who we definitely respect and take a lot of good information from, say that like they had like 5 chickens, 5
That's all they
hens,
needed.
and the hens lay too many eggs because
Right. Or we
hens
just give them away.
hens. If most people don't know this, but hens are going to lay eggs regardless. You don't need a rooster
Right.
unless you want to make
more chickens.
chicks, but the eggs that you're eating haven't been fertilized, so you don't really need a rooster, That's the whole thing. What most people don't realize. But they're going to lay eggs
just like women.
Anyway.
We lay, but we produce eggs every month, and unless they're fertilized, that's when we actually produce the baby. But so it's the same way with the chickens. They don't produce every month. They produce pretty much every day or every few days. So, depending on the breed of the hens and
their comfort, their stress levels, and so forth,
their health.
Yeah.
You can get a hen that will lay you an egg a day. That's
right.
365 at least. Eggs that you're gonna have a year. Plus, if you have more than one, so you got to kind of think about that too.
Right, right. So, to have, for one lady to say she has 5 and she has to give eggs away, we're very well looking forward to having an abundance of eggs.
Right.
And if we do have more, which we will, obviously, we'll give some eggs away to people in the community and so forth, or just people in the neighborhood, possibly.
Right.
We'll end up giving some eggs away, but you can never have too many eggs.
Right.
I don't think, we like eggs.
Right.
But we love our chickens and so forth. Like, we try to keep them as healthy as possible. That's also the reason we decided to do this style of coop.
Right.
Is because we have wood chips in the bottom of the coop, so we sprinkle new wood chips out every so often, and then after our coop don't stink, and then after a while we'll scoop that layer out, and we'll just dump it somewhere, start all over again and so forth. So I heard that's also good for fertilizer and so forth.
If you have gardens, you can take the wood chips that the chickens have boo-booed on, and you can literally use that to help grow your garden.
Yep.
So we're gonna keep it short this time, but definitely we just wanted to kind of share with you our story of the fact that we're new to raising chickens, and we're also new to owning 2 Great Pyrenees. But it's so far so good. Everything is working out great, and I'm sure there'll be more to share.
And we'll share a few pictures with you guys.
Yeah, because we actually have a lot of footage, and video of just the the chickens and the dogs.
Yeah, so it's been a pleasure.
Yes. Don't forget to like this video. We want you to share it with all of your friends who are interested in starting your own chicken flock, and also who are just interested in just getting into the lifestyle of being able to be self-sustainable. So, to be able to have meat birds and to be able to produce all the eggs that you need, that is just one more step to becoming self-sustainable for your family. So like the video, subscribe to our channel. We're definitely gonna, share more videos as we go along this journey, and follow us on Instagram at Our Life in Cursive. We have more content there as well. So again, you guys go for it. Be great, and until next time,
peace out. I wish you guys could see what I'm seeing as well. I see a red bird, and I see a blue jay.
Blue jay, yeah. I was like, the blue jay and the red bird is so pretty.
Like, exactly. So, but anyway, peace and love, and be safe.
Yes, bye.
Legend.
Stop. Let him eat.